Yeah, it's a nice flake. That could have been a good one. Man. It's a good sign though. So we were out looking for a shark tooth hunting site and came across a Native American site. Look at all these percussion flakes. Took a while to pick all those out, but we didn't do it all in one day. We hunted this spot for probably, I don't know, 2 months or so. Got some pretty cool stuff there. Keep watching and I'll show you. Scraper. See, it's got that sharp edge all the way around it. Made of quartz. Oh, come on. I think it might be busted down there.
Hey, that's okay. It might be worked that way.
It looks worked that way. That's a little knife.
Huh.
That's cool. Tool time. Cool little point. A little off center. But lots of them at this spot were. This could be something good. Or not. Oh, man. It's just the base of it. Daggone it. This one's made out of a different material than all the rest. It's actually a common material at a lot of the Native American sites here. It's this chalky stuff. If I scraped it across the concrete, which I will not, it would leave a white mark because it's not good material, not at all. But it's an arrowhead. They took the time, so I'm gonna pick it up. That looks like no, it's not. No, the bottom snapped off, see?
It's still a cute
Yeah,
tip.
it's a nice looking tip. Looks like a tool. Some kind of cutting tool, scraper. Sharp there, sharp all the way around. Another piece of quartz, I think. More Indian field action. Let's see what this is. Okay.
Scrape air.
Yeah, potentially. All right.
Where's the other one?
It's over here. See it?
Oh my gosh!
Isn't that cool?
Awesome!
Yeah, it's so cool. Look how little it
so
is.
cool, dude.
Super cool little point. I know I use the word point and arrowhead synonymously because they pretty much are, to me anyway. That thing is still so sharp, you could still shoot a bird with it. There's a piece of pottery. Pick up the ones with designs on them usually. It's like ancient art. That's a gallon bag of pottery. Found quite a bit of pottery at this site. Here's some of the cooler designs. I like the ones with the designs because somebody sat there and took the time to press every little inch of that in there. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, what could have been? That looks like a scraper. Yeah, I think that's a scraper. Scraper. Completely flat on one side, worked on the other side. Sharp edge all the way around. Indian artifact.
Is it?
Pretty decent. All right, here's all my bigger flakes, my broken arrowheads. They were definitely hunting tools. It's what they used to survive, so they took a beating. Still can't help but be disappointed when you pick up a broken one and be like, oh man. A lot of these really beautiful materials, they were trade material. Because around here there's really no natural stones. So everything they had come from somewhere else. That's one of the oddest ones I found at this site. I heard somebody say, I don't know who it was, that when you find a lot of weird shaped arrowheads at a place, you know you're at a campsite because the weird ones were all rejects and they would just throw them out. So, picking up their trash, but to me it's treasure. Little arrowhead.
Or tip.
Oh, tip. Okay, maybe it is just a tip.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just a tip. But it's a cool tip.
Good tip.
This is probably a tool. There are no rocks. Yeah. Look at that edge. That's a scraper. There's that one. See the edge right there? Definitely use it for some kind of work. There's all the larger stone tools I found at this site. Some of these are pretty cool. I mean, just looking at that, you wouldn't think that was anything, but at a Native American site, you know that they were using this for something. And this one right here, I almost left it. I'm like, what am I gonna need this big old thing for? Dee was like, don't leave that, you know it's a tool. So I picked it up, brought it home, and she was right. This is what I need it for. Pretty cool assemblage of ancient tools. Look at that guy. One of the smallest little points I found out there. I think this is a bird point. The size of them kind of tells you what they were hunting with them. And they definitely weren't hunting mammoths with these. This is more like killing a little pigeon or something. Alright, so I just picked this up. We find shell all over the place out here, and it's usually just junk, but golly, doesn't that look like an arrowhead? But it's certainly a shell. I'll have to clean that up and see if it's worked. This is my questionable one. It's made out of shell, but it is so ironically shaped like an arrowhead that I really think it's an arrowhead. I mean, I'm at a Native American site, and you don't have a lot of coincidence in nature. So something shaped like this at a Native American site, probably Native American, at least in my opinion.
For it just in case, because that's what mine looked like yesterday.
All right. That is definitely a flake. That's a big one too. Look at that color.
As they say.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice
That's a
point.
good one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Good find.
Oh yeah.
Well, if we gotta go in 2 seconds, it was worth it.
We're not going in 2 seconds. You know this.
If it lightnings, I'm good.
That's a cool shaped one. Look at that twist on the end right there. Can you imagine having to sit here and bang out something that small with a rock? Just awe-inspiring. Piece of an arrowhead. Oh man.
Does the tip work?
No, it's just snapped off.
We may have the tip somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Look at that under that clod. It looks like a whole one.
Is it really?
Yeah. Cool shape. Complete all the way around, pretty sharp. I don't know how that one would fly straight, but you know, it was a campsite, so there were rejects. This probably was a reject, but it's not a reject to me. Little itty bitty one. This is what happens when you pick up all the flakes. sometimes they're little tiny bird points. I gotta apologize. I misplaced the footage for this. I have no idea where I put the ground shot. I know I took one though, because I could tell this was an arrowhead before I picked it up. Anyway, it's a killer. Look how sharp that thing is. Awesome material, little feet on that thing. That's a good one.
Look at that.
In the track.
Polar. Oh my gosh, it's whole. It's whole, dude. It's just lopsided.
It's something.
It's whole.
Yeah. Wow,
Awesome.
look at that. Really wonky looking arrowhead. Maybe incomplete. I'm betting that they just didn't finish it because they saw this in there. Look at that. There's crystals in there. A lot of times you get that in this chert. Beautiful though. Truly odd one here. Look at that big mass up there on the end. My guess is they couldn't flake around that, so they tossed it, but they were almost done. Who knows? To me, it looks great in a case. Look at this. Arguably my best one from out there. Really nice arrowhead. Check out the shell imprint in this arrowhead. We're still getting fossils. There we go. That's all the good points and arrowheads I got from this site. Some really good ones, some wonky ones, nice color, different material. Can't believe they had to make these out of rocks to be able to survive. Tough times back then. I know it's not our normal jam, but we went exploring. Can't control what we found, but we found something pretty cool. So thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Please do that if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification button so you know when we put up new content, and we'll see you next time. Happy hunting.